Hi, I'm Mahaleyah and welcome to All This Bliss. This is the show that I promised you where we were going to talk about things other than concubines and cults, dictators, revolutions, and all of that stuff. Today we're talking about something that's very near and dear to my heart. We're talking about abundance. We're talking about creation. We're talking about manifesting the things in our life that we want. Life doesn't have to be sorrowful all the time. Life doesn't have to be down. Life doesn't have to be sad. You know, we live in a world of duality where sometimes we're happy and sometimes we're sad. Sometimes we are, sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. Sometimes we experience good things and sometimes we experience sorrowful things. Okay, that's all right because we live in a world of duality. The only thing that we need to know and understand is we have to strive to be centered. We have to strive for balance in our life. We don't want to stay stuck in a sad state. We don't want to stay stuck in a state where we're in poverty or where we're depressed or where we have no love. We want joy and abundance in every part of our life. And that's what this video is all about. It's about striving for balance. Okay? So we're going to start with a technique that I found to be fascinating, fun, and very, very effective. I've done this myself a number of times, and I've also showed this technique to other people, and I have to tell you, they came back and said that the results were miraculous. Okay, now this is something that has to do with starting with your belief. Okay, it's a technique that helps you to bring all of the things that you want inside, outside. What you want in your mind or what you want in your heart, you want to manifest that in the outer world. But we start with something that's going to just kind of like help us along. And this technique is called a dream board, vision board, wheel of fortune, whatever you want to call it. And it's, like I said, it's fun, it's easy, and just like everything else in life, whatever you put into it is what you're going to get out. Okay? So now, when I went to the store to get all of my supplies to make this video, I hadn't anticipated getting something this big. Normally, I would get just a regular size poster board, but this is enormous. But for the sake of the video, it worked out perfectly because this way I'll be able to show you better what it is and how to work with the vision board. Okay? So now you don't have to use this particular technique. This is something that really you want to be creative, as creative as possible, because that's what we're doing. We're creating something, and we're creating it, and we're putting in it all of our energy and all of the emotions, excitement, and joy and happiness that you can conjure up, because that's the energy that's going into this project, and it's going into making it real in your life. Okay, so I like to put a lot of stuff into my vision board because that's just how I am. Like I said, what you put in is what you get out. Doesn't mean that you have to be as elaborate. It just means whatever you do it with the right intent. Intent meaning, okay, this is really going to help me. This is something that I'm going to do, and it's going to change my life. You know, it's like that seed that you plant. Okay, so again, what you put in is what you get out. Doesn't have to be elaborate. It can be something simple. Some people might just write something in lipstick on a mirror or on a mark. They might just put a little something, a little card on the wall, and they look at it every day, and maybe that works for them. Maybe they're the kind of person that works for them. And maybe there are other people like me that like little tiny details, and I like to spend time and put all my energy into it, and that works for me. So whatever technique you choose is fine. But this is what I'm doing today, and you improvise. Do it how you want to, because really it's that little voice inside of you that's prompting you and telling you, okay, why don't you add this? Why don't you do that? And that is what you really need to listen to. But for today, we're going to go ahead and get started. This is an instructional video, so it'll take a little bit longer. So I'm going to start off by giving you a list of some basic things that you're going to need, okay? Glue. These are glue sticks, and we're going to use them because we're going to paste things onto our vision board, okay? Markers. I love beautiful, colorful stuff like this. You know, this brings out the child in me. You know, I love projects like this. Anything creative, I'm like a kid in a candy store, okay? These are little glue. These are glue, and you can decorate with this glue, but this glue is glittery, and I love stuff like this. This is silver, and this is gold, and this is green like money, and this is pink like love. You know, it's just, I love stuff like this because I get all into whatever it is I'm doing. And I'm just showing you different things that I use. Now these are letters. You know, you can find them in any Walmart, and you punch them out, but they happen to be glittery because I like glittery. And they come with the numbers, the letters, and the symbols. You know, like this is cents. Okay, you're gonna need that. If you want to make one like mine, you'll need that. Okay, you're gonna possibly need some paper. Okay, and I've got all kind of colors because I like colorful things. Colorful things catch the eye, and your brain retains it a little bit more if it's something that is colorful as opposed to something that may be not so colorful. At least that's my belief. Okay. Like I say, I'm a girly girl, and I like things like this. Now these are stickers, okay? And like I say, you could get them at any dollar store. And these are butterflies. And the butterfly for me at this particular season of my life is really representing a transformation, because that's exactly what I'm going through. At the end of 2012, I declared that I was beginning a new chapter in my life, and I was going to love myself, and it was 2013. I declared it as one of the best years of my life, absolutely the best, and so far it's been happening just like that. Okay, so I'm that butterfly. And I decided I was going to make a new vision board as well, because there are some things that, a lot of things I received from the vision boards that I made in the past, but there's some other things that I, you know, like anything else in life, as you go along your journey, you know, there are different things that come up, and you want to change some things. Okay, so those are the things that I'm going to be working on today. Now, pictures. Pictures are important. And these are just some pictures that you might want to put on your vision board. You might have a cat, you might have a dog, your grandchildren, you know, whatever it is that you are trying to put into your life. You know, you need something to put on the vision board that's going to represent that. Okay, now this is a part of a vision board that I made years ago, and I still have it, and so it might look kind of tattered and old, but this is an example of what I did, because I was very concerned about, I hope I'm still in frame, I was very concerned about my health at that time, and so it was very important for me to change my diet. I wanted a lot of green and leafy vegetables, and so you see, I wanted to change my diet, change my lifestyle, and that was very important to me. I love beautiful things, and so I incorporated all of that, and so I took pictures from magazines and just glued them all onto here. You see garden, I love gardening, and so that's here. Comfortable, You know, I love girly stuff like ruffles and quilts and soft things. And this is a beautiful home that I saw. And I cut out the picture and I put it here on the vision board. And this is a swimming pool. And you see there's a dog. I love animals, you know, and he's laying by the pool. Okay, so this is a mountain retreat. You know, this is a city, you know. All of the things that you might find in a magazine somewhere that really catches your eye and appeals to you, those are the things that you're going to want to put on your vision board, okay? Now, I like to use as much color as I said, and you can take color, and now this is pink, but let's say we want to put some blue here, okay? You can put blue here, and let's say this is the word that I'm using, self-empowerment. Now, self-empowerment is important because self-empowerment gives you permission to do and be what it is that you want to be. Maybe you've been holding back, but so self-empowerment is good. Okay, and that's good for everybody, basically. You don't have to put it on yours, but this is something that I want to do. So I'm just giving you an example of how something like this might look on your vision board. But like I said, you get as creative as you possibly can and do it however you want to do it. Okay, now what you want to do is you want to start off, and when you talk about balance, that's the most important key here. Some people, they have problems in their life because they are not balanced. You know, maybe they're concerned about their career, and their career is the most important thing to them, and they don't have a balanced family life. The family never sees the mother, or they never see the father, so the children are with the babysitter, and so maybe someone is into health, but they can't relate to their wife, or, you know, whatever it is. But these are the basic areas that you're going to want on your vision board, okay? Now, I've broken them down into 7 areas because these are the 7 areas in your life that gives you harmony and balance, okay? And so you don't have to put it in this particular order, but this is the order that I've done it, okay? Now, this is love, romance. This is a very important area, okay, in life. You want that to be harmonious. Health. Do you have health issues that you're concerned about? Are you like me? Are you wearing contact lenses and you need to be doing eye exercises? You know, you might want to put some eyes up here or whatever. You know, you might want to put a symbol up here for strong eyes or whatever. Maybe an eye with some, you know, somebody with, you know, an eye with some muscles on it or something. You know, you have to get creative. Here's spirituality. And for me, if you're not grounded and you don't have a good spiritual center, then nothing else will manifest for you in the way that it needs to. What does that mean? It doesn't necessarily that you have to believe in the God I believe in or even believe in God at all. But some type of spiritual grounding is a good thing. And I put that in the center. Okay? Finance. Everybody, you know, in this day and time is concerned about their finances. A few of us are not, but finances is a huge area, okay? So we put all of our symbols that we want, our dreams, our aspirations here in this financial section. Relationships. Relationships is an area, father, mother, family, girlfriends, co-workers, relationships, things like that we want to strengthen, we want to harmonize in that area. So it could be, maybe you might put a picture of someone up there that, you know, maybe it might be a picture of your family, you know, and you know, you just want to have a word like, I have a word here, can't find it right now, it's okay, but it's like appreciation for the relationships in your life. all of these areas don't mean that you want to necessarily change. They might be fine, but it's like a compass, you know. You want to show the balance in your life. So here is career. Okay, it's basically 7 areas, and this is career. And it's very important because we all have our aspirations. We all have our goals, whether they're intellectual, the workplace, or whatever it is that we're aspiring for. This is the area down here. You know, like I said, you can do it how you want, but we want to have career also on our vision board. Okay, social is basically what it means. Social is your interaction with the world at large. Social could be hobbies. Social could be, do you want to volunteer for something? How do you relate to people out in the world? You know, are you political? You know, is it a garden? Whatever it is that you want to incorporate into your social life, this is something that you put here, okay? Maybe it's Facebook. Maybe you want 10,000 Facebook friends, and you put 10,000 Facebook friends up here. I don't know. Whatever it is you want to do, horseback riding, whatever it is you want to do. This is social, okay? So those are the basic areas, and that we want to keep balanced in our lives. Now I want to show you some different ways that you can use the symbols, okay? Now I have gobs of letters to make words, okay? Some of these things I don't necessarily want to use these letters for. These are kind of big. You can get them small, but it all depends on how you want to do it. I like to use a little bit of everything because actually the more energy you put into something, usually the better it comes out. Okay, so I have the glittery paper here. It's almost like a cardboard, but I wrote on here healthy body and mind because I'm going to put this in my health section. Healthy body and mind. We want a healthy mind. We don't want to just have a healthy body. You know, don't strive to be so healthy but you're so critical, or you don't like anybody. You're just a recluse. You know, words like this. I wrote peace, happy family. These are for different areas, and I also. These are small. No, you probably can't see them, but this says quantum, and this is going in my spiritual section. This is going in the relationship section. This is all this bliss, and this is representing my YouTube channel. And these are just different things that you write yourself, because like I said, these are forms of energy. And that's all everything is anyway. Everything is energy anyway. Nothing is really, this thing that we call matter is not really matter. So that's how we create in our world. Okay, so we focus on something, we put it out there and recreate it. So this is saying I'm ready for, this is going in my career section because I'm ready for another business idea that I have. I'm studying hypnotherapy, and so I am a master hypnotherapist. I have a problem with my vision, and I'm doing eye exercises, and this is saying I see perfectly. So you see the different things that you can do by hand and different things that you can do in print. Okay? And as I said, you want to be as creative as you can. These are actual photographs. And these are photographs, not photographs, but these are clippings from magazines. This is I think it's some kind of Egyptian symbol, and I like that kind of stuff. This is something that I'm doing, and this is going in the love section. And this is something that I cut out from a men's magazine. And he doesn't have a face because I don't know who he is, but I want a man in my life. And so, and this is cut the head off, but this is a well-dressed man, and I'm not trying to limit myself in any way because I really don't know who he is, what he looks like, but I do know that he's very well groomed, okay? So that's what I'm putting out to the universe. I love luxury, so I have stuff like this, bed covers. I love a beautiful bed. The man that that's coming into my life likes nice things as well. But he's well-rounded. He's not too materialistic. Okay, another guy. Now this is something that I found that I really love. Okay, and this is a house. This is like a room in a house, and yeah, I love I love colors, and so this is something that I'll be putting up there. Okay, this is food, more food. Car. Okay, now one of my passions is traveling, so it's got to be an airplane somewhere on my vision board. Okay, love to entertain, so lots of good food. Now all of this is going on the vision board. Okay, isn't that nice? Can you see that? Now I know you can't see this, but this is a picture of Aladdin's lamp. Now if there were ever a thing that was like Aladdin's lamp, it would be this. It's symbolic of creation, something, making your dreams come true. And that's what this is. Now after you've finished your vision board, you want to look at it every day. You want to get up in the morning and look at it. Before you go to bed, you want to look at it. And when you look at it, you want to look at it and try to conjure up as much emotion as you can for those particular things. Like if I was looking at, where'd you go? If I was looking at the man in my life, I would be conjuring up those feelings of romance, okay? And the feeling that he's there already, okay? Because that's what you want. You want to feel like these things are already in your life. If it's a car, you want to feel like, I can feel myself driving that car. I feel the keys in my. You want as much feeling as you can to help create whatever it is that you want manifested in your life. Now you see, this is something that I got. This was on one of my old vision boards, but of course I'm putting this up on this vision board because who wouldn't want one of these on their vision board? This is a $1,000 bill, okay? Now this is something that I thought was nice. And whenever I do a vision board, I always include one of these. Now what is this? This is a check. And this check is from the Universal Bank of Abundance, okay? And it's going to be paid to the order of me. I'll sign my name. And the amount of $1 million. Now, when you're talking about creating abundance, and you never feel guilty. That is a no-no. You are worth way more than $1 million, because when you really think about it, after you pay off your debts, after you give your aunt and your uncle and your grandchildren or whatever it is that you want, and you buy your house, $1 million is not a lot of money these days. Okay, so I'm really being a little, I need to work on that mindset, $1 million. I'm really doing this for the video because I'll probably change this to $100 million, okay, later on when you guys are not looking. Now, what is it for? Work well done. I'm a daughter of God, and I've done a lot of good work in my life, and so I deserve this. Part of the problem is we don't feel like we deserve to have these things, but we do. What is the date? The date is today, okay? And the number on the check is 777. Very symbolic number, a very good number, okay? So all of these things we're using to make our vision board. And this probably go right here. Now this is a huge vision board, but I have a very large bedroom. And that's where I will be keeping my vision board. You see, this is my bedroom. And when I finish, all of this will be covered. Okay? Yours does not need to be as big as this. I'm doing this for video purposes, but actually, it's a wonderful thing. There's nothing wrong with having something this big and colorful that you can like. This is a joy. It's a joy to create. It's a joy to look at. And trust me, if you do everything in the way that I've explained it to you, within 6 months, you're guaranteed to have many of the things that you see on your vision board. It all depends on the excitement, the feeling that you put into it and engage. You know, it's not something that you want to just put under the bed. You know, you need a certain amount of faith. Faith is something that you don't need a whole lot of it. It's like when you want to plant some roses. You put the seeds in the ground, you do the work, and then you leave it, knowing that later on at a certain particular time that those roses are going to come into bloom. They're going to blossom and they're going to be beautiful and smell good, and you can cut them or do whatever you want to do with them. But that is your faith. Okay, but this is the work part. There is a time that you put the work in, the energy into it, and then there's another time that you sit back and relax. So we're doing the work. We're going to look at it and engage ourselves with it every morning and before we go to bed. And we're going to feel good. We're going to put all the emotion that we can into it. And then we're going to sit back and wait. And I guarantee you, you won't be disappointed. This is Mahaleyah, all this bliss. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And after I finish this, I'll be showing you what the completed work will look like. Peace out. When you look at this vision board, you will see that I did it quickly in order to go ahead and finish this video. So I used tape, but I'll go back later on and paste it. This is the luxury that I talked about. This is a swimming pool with the dog. A beautiful home. This is the Egyptian Ankh. You see my butterflies. Peace. Oh, and look. What do we see here? Uh-oh, and there's my check. This is the finance section. I'm ready for wealth. Career section. Okay. So basically, oh, and I can't leave out, okay, there's somewhere else I can't leave out this section. Gratitude, family, relationships, love, gratitude, grandchildren, relationships. Okay, so basically, this is it. I like that kind of stuff. I got that from the Sedona Journal. Okay, so that is the vision board. There are a few other things that I will include that I didn't think was wise to put on YouTube, but I'll put those later because they're rather personal. But that is the basic idea of how to do the vision board. You see, it's very colorful. It expresses the inner wants and desires. 6 months, I said, is the least amount of time you want to look for something to take place. It all depends. Some things can happen tomorrow. Some things can happen 5-6 years from now. It all depends. But you can add and take away as you desire. And that's it. And thank you for watching.